Well, today's Friday, it's the 31st of March, the end of March, April Fool's Day tomorrow, and Anita's already gone to have her hair and her nails done, so I've been left to my own devices. So I've come to Caliu, and behind me we've got the restaurant Caliu. It's one of our go-to places for a menu del dia, and I'm just going to have a little walk around this area of Caliu, which is a place we come to quite often. So this is the restaurant, referred to by me as Maison Caliu. That was the original name. It did change its name to Al Carbon, and it did operate as Al Carbon, and it's still got a sign up there that says Restaurant Al Carbon, Carbon. But it's now gone back to its original flavour, which is Maison Caliu, and when you get the tickets, it does actually say that on the ticket. Just across the road, one of the really big supermarkets for this area. This is Mercadona, and you get all your groceries there. It's a great grocery shop, good prices, and that's where you'll find all the locals doing their shopping. There's also one or two other little shops dotted around, a little shopping precinct. One of the beauties of there is that there's an underground car park, so that in the heat of the summer you can park underground and your car stays a little bit cooler. Just across the road we've got a pharmacia, a chemist shop, and if you need any medication, then that's a place to go. And there's the bus. And that's the 123 bus. I'm sure that does actually go to Palma. Need to check on that. The lady just asked me where the Palma bus was going. It's a TIB bus. That's a tap on, tap off bus. I'm going to walk down this way though, into Caliu, as it were. And another good reason for going to Maison Caliu and the other restaurants that are here in Caliu is there's a car park, free car park. So not only have you got the street parking, there is a free car park there. And I'm going to go down this way. I think I'll cross over and you can see a little bit better. I'll be in the sun, but not for long. So I'm just walking down this side so I can point out some things that are on the left. If I was so close I wouldn't be able to see them very well. And the first thing that I can see there is a sign which says restaurants, and for many of us locals that's what Caliu means. Besides the Mercadona supermarket, the restaurants here have always been very good, and that street there has the restaurants. Across this side there's a little park for the children, and some seats around it while the grandparents are keeping an eye on the children. This is where I was a few weeks ago, reading a book which was one of my great retirement intentions, to read more, and I've been so busy doing other things I've not actually got round to it yet. So I've got a pile of books by my bedside. The other thing that's on that side, so the restaurants are down that road there, that's Martha Apartments. That's where Anita goes for her, I referred to it as a mature gym class. Yeah, it's mostly older ladies that go to the gym there. We're heading now towards the sea. So to the right, if you carry on walking in that direction, you will go to Palmanova. I'm just going to go straight on. Great friend of ours, who we've known now for many, many years. It was Leapy Lee, the singer of Little Arrows, and we first met him here in Caliu when he had a bar which was referred to as Curtains Bar, and he often says it was curtains for him. Don't think it was too successful. Anyway, that's where we first met him, and he's still going strong. 80, nah, I'm not saying, but he's still going very strong, and his season is about to start, and he'll sing all the old favourites, including Little Arrows. I don't think I've ever been to any event where he's not sung the Baleares. It's a really sweet song, I really like it. The hotel in front of us is the Caliu hotel. Very nice hotel on the inside. Again, not stayed in any rooms, but we've actually been into the hotel because the children have done modelling here, or castings here for modelling. Oh, the gardener's doing a great job, and the smell of freshly cut grass is leaping up my nostrils. But it is a nice hotel. One of the other videos I've done, I've been mentioning cycling. Cycling is a really popular sport on the island, and this time of the year is when the cyclists are over, and here's a van delivering bicycles to the hotel so that people can go off into the mountains or wherever they want to go. So across there they've got a tennis court that's associated to the hotel. I seem to remember they had a squash court, I can't remember. It's years gone by. So there's at the moment there is parking down here. Later on the summer you'll find that much more difficult. The car park I was referring to is just up there. So if you carry on up that track, you'll come to the car park. And you might want to come there because just down here we've got the beach. There's more bars, cafes, restaurants down here as well, including the restaurant to the hotel. Lost his tea. You've got a lovely garden area there which actually goes directly onto the beach. There's a bar just opening up on the side there, diving centre, and that one's quite new to us, the Terramar cafe bar, tapas bar, cocktails, startup digital, nomad bar. Got every word you can possibly think of in that, but that's really done up nicely inside. Looks really nice. So it's a place that's on our list. So the little path I'm going to now takes us directly down to the beach, and this one is fully set up with its parasols and beach beds, and there are more bars and restaurants on the beach here too. Actually down here last week with Anita and some of the ladies and gentlemen, actually some of the partners came along to have a coffee after the class, the gym class. This is a nice little beach compared to the ones in Palmanova, which are quite big. There is some sand here, but the sand doesn't actually go down to the sea. What they have done is to put across the front, they put some decking, and later on they'll put a little jetty out into the sea for boats to tie up to, and for people to jump in the sea. And just there we've got the hotel swimming pool. And there's actually a rental, something rental down there, maybe boats or kayaks I think. There is a lifeguard on duty at the pool, but no lifeguard on this beach. Just at the back, so besides the Rincon, that's the bar there, you've got the next bar along to it. It's a bar this bar and this restaurant and this beach is one we've been coming to for many, many years. We've got people actually swimming in the sea today, and doesn't that just look beautiful out there? And lots of people sunbathing too. I'm just going to carry on walking along the beach. You can walk along a little bit further along the headland, but it's just very rocky and it's a bit uneven. So I'm not going to do that. The beach beds are actually chained up, so I'm not sure who's going to come and unchain those at some point. There's another bar, so no shortage of bars on the beach here in Caliu. So the little alleyway here takes us back onto the road. We're walking along, and we'll take a look back so you can see where we've been and then to where we're going. So there's a pizzeria down there, as well as the other little bars. There's plenty of places there, but we can go a little bit further round. It is a bit more residential area here, and the apartments on Caliu are associated with the hotel, so you don't have to stay at the hotel. You can stay at the apartments. These are holiday apartments, and they're right on the beach. So how perfect is that? Apartamentos on Caliu Playa. They are clamping down in Palma in particular on apartment rentals for holidays. It's strictly illegal. You shouldn't be able to have a rental apartment for a holiday in Palma, and apparently people are posing as tourists to get into these apartments, and then the owners will be fined huge amounts. And when I say huge amounts, I mean huge amounts. They'll be so big, some of the people who do it are likely to lose their apartment. So hopefully nobody will get struck by that. There's a little road here. I'm going to walk down it. I've got time. Anita's having her hair done. That's not going to be quick, is it? Just walk down here because Caliu has two beaches. So the one we've just been to, if you thought that was small, this one's tiny, but it's a beach, so I don't really expect to see many people down here. It's not actually a place you can put your boat into the water by the sounds of things. There's a sign up there, not a slipway for boats. Quite a bit of seaweed on the beach. We've seen mountains of seaweed in other places. So it's just a tiny little beach, a little beach nonetheless. And in one of my comments, and probably in several comments, I've talked about the seaweed being gathered up and taken away, and I've said it's been used for fertilizer. And the comment I received this week was to say that it can't be used for fertilizer because of the high salt content. Well, I did do a little digging around, and apparently it is good for lettuce and tomatoes. So maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, so I'll give my friend the benefit of the doubt there. I do accept there's a lot of salt in there, but seaweed is really good at actually collecting minerals from the sea, in particular potassium. And so, iodine. Well, we do have different varieties of seaweed, of course, and this that's washing up here is a southern grass. Time for a trim. That looks as though he's doing a great job. A bit noisy though. On the road in front is, I think, only houses, So I'm not going to bother going down there, but I will go down the next one. So just around the corner there, that's Mercadona up there, and the main road that goes from Palmanova through to Portals. Again, these are one-way streets if you're driving here. You just have to get used to it. So I'm facing the oncoming traffic here. Hairdressers, not one that Anita's gone to. She's in Palmanova. Celebrity magazine used to have their offices here. But what Caliu is particularly well known for are the restaurants that they have. And just one across there, La Venezia, used to be called Tomeo's and was one of our favourites. Sadly, it's up for sale, so we'll have to see what happens to that one. Chinese restaurant, Les Pickies. Nice play on words. I think I need to get a bit closer to these restaurants, don't I? You can't actually see anything from across the road. So those pickies. Big one used to be Churchill's. Sadly, Churchill's is no more. We used to go to Churchill's regularly, but the one that's really taken off is the one in front, which is the Archie's bar, which is where Anita and I quite often come to for fish and chips. And there used to be one down below ground here. That's now gone. So Archie's actually really increased in size, looking really good. So we'll be back for the fish and chips. My wife's reading that book.
It's taken me a year. It's taken me a year and I'm struggling.
Oh, she's done it much quicker.
How was she?
But she really enjoys the books and she really enjoys his programme. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Cheers.
Always thank you for doing your work.
Thank you. Bye. One of the bars closed. And one we keep wanting to come to and we never quite make it. They're either closed or full. But this is Saffron. It's an Indian restaurant in Caliu, and my recommendation, well worth a go, well worth a try. Very popular bar, not open yet, it'll be open a bit later on. This is Molly's bar, and you can sit out on the terrace in front. They've got some nice tables just out to the side, and right at the beginning of the video I mentioned the car park, which is one thing which makes all of these places very accessible, is that they have conveniently this free car park which is available to them. And generally speaking, we find a space. Coming up to 11:45 now, and Anita's told me she's got till 1 o'clock. My goodness. I'm going to find somewhere else to go for a walk, I think. Should get my 10,000 steps in today. It's a big day for us. Anita having her hair done, and later on this afternoon we've got the first of the Easter procession, so I really want to do that because we're not going to be here for most of Easter, so I'll try and get at least one of the processions in to give you a flavour of what's going on over the Easter period. And then tonight we've got a big match. Monroe, our friend, describes it as one of the deal breakers of the season. Really, it's going to be really important that we win this match, so it's what he refers to as a must-win match against Osasuna. It's a late one, it starts at 9 o'clock, and since we've done our walk, the Maison Caliu has opened its gates. So I've enjoyed that little walk around Caliu, hope you have too. If you have, well, why not share it with some friends, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. So bye for now, bye.